When Congress did finally reconvene, members certified President-elect Joe Biden's win, and that sets the stage for his inauguration in just 13 days.
And political reporter Theo Keefe joining us right now. So, Theo, Minnesotans are right in the middle of all of this.
They sure were. In fact, 5 Minnesota Democrats now say that President Trump should not get to have those final 13 days in office. He should be removed before then. 2 of them are bringing articles of impeachment. Meanwhile, on the other side, 2 Republicans voted to overturn the election results against Biden last night. The mob incited by President Trump didn't stop Congress for long. Shocked lawmakers returned to the Capitol overnight and certified Joe Biden's election win.
The chair declares the joint session dissolved.
From Minnesota's delegation, all 6 Democrats and Republicans Pete Stauber and Tom Emmer voted to certify the election results. Republicans Jim Hagedorn and Michelle Fischbach voted to overturn the election results in Arizona and Pennsylvania. Thursday, Fischbach and Hagedorn did not agree to interviews about their vote. In written statements, Fischbach cited allegations of voting irregularities, while Hagedorn blamed state officials and judges who loosened voting procedures. But there is no evidence doing so led to widespread fraud.
They voted basically as collaborators to the president's big lie that this election was stolen.
Democratic Senator Tina Smith says President Trump should be removed from office either through impeachment or the 25th Amendment, which allows the vice president and Trump's cabinet to declare the president unable to carry out his duties.
I think that he's a clear and present danger. I think he is a dangerous person to our democracy.
With 13 days until the president's term ends, neither method of removal seems likely. But a growing number of Democrats, including Minnesota's Ilhan Omar and Dean Phillips, are bringing articles of impeachment.
We truly do not have the ability to watch him stay in the presidency for another moment.
With top aides handing in their resignations, the president said in an early morning statement that while he disagreed with the outcome of the election, there would be an orderly transition on January 20th. Back to the riot from yesterday. No Minnesotans are among the dozens arrested for that melee, though the U.S. Attorney in Minnesota says she will prosecute anyone from here who went to D.C. to riot. Her office would not tell me if anyone is already under investigation. Kelsey?
All right, thanks, Theo.